Take two. And if you don't know what we're talking about, that's okay.
I'm just sitting over here doing my, dance moves. I'm good.
If you don't know what we're talking about when I say take two, I'm glad you don't know.
Live shows have technical difficulties.
No.
It happens.
I have technical difficulties. Not live shows. Live shows do not have technical difficulties. I have technical difficulties as a human being.
You're not the only one, though.
I know, but
We all do.
it's
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I know, it's like every week. We can't ever get it right.
I feel like we're doing it right now. Hey, y'all.
What's up, guys? Law and Disorder coming at you from Popcornology here in Terrell, Texas. Terrell,
Texas.
Terrell, Texas. We are here, and we are 7 days away from Thanksgiving.
1 week. 1 week
7
from
days?
today. Mm-hmm.
7 days from today, you should have already eaten your turkey, but some people eat late,
Yeah.
but not many. So, we're gonna transition there.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I'm excited. It's Thanksgiving.
You ready to eat?
It's Thanksgiving, y'all.
Time for food, family, football,
I know.
something else that starts with the same letter F. I don't know, but those are the three main ones. I guess friends, family, food, football. It's a great time of year.
Is it what was it? Friends, family, football,
Food.
food.
Yeah.
The 3 F's.
4 F's.
The
It's all the F's, are
all
important
the
for Thanksgiving.
you can handle.
Yep.
Well, I'm just doing production stuff here. Don't worry about me.
Oh, okay.
You got to talk for a minute because I got to make sure we look good, we sound good.
Well, I think we do.
I think
we got some, and I think we got some interesting stuff to talk about today. I'm excited to get into it. Should we thank our sponsors first before we start?
Let's thank them.
Yes, big thank yous to all of them. So
Young Ideas, Dish, and Wave Space Audio, and Popcornology for having us here. For us having us here.
yes, and for the delicious popcorn, y'all. By no way or means am I sponsored by Popcornology, but if I would like me to sponsor them, I so would, because I tried their popcorn and I bought the big bag and I ate it all within 2 days.
I'm surprised it lasted 2 days. I really am.
I think the only reason I didn't eat it in a day is because I started the bag at like 9:00 at night the first night, and so I finished it the next day because I couldn't eat it fast enough to finish it before I went to bed. And I probably would have had stomach issues if I had ate the whole thing and then went to bed. But I finished it all the next day. It was delicious. I had the dill pickle popcorn.
Delicious.
Delicious. If you like pickles, this popcorn is for you. I don't know how they make it taste like that, but it was amazing.
It's magic.
Whatever they put in it, love, magic, actual pickles, whatever it is, it's great.
By
And they have...
the way, you see me rocking like this Popcornology Smoothie U apron?
I do.
I have a uniform, yo. It's an apron.
It's very nice, very spiffy.
I know.
I like it.
I was trying when we were trying to figure out what we were going to wear as far as uniforms. I was like, we should do polo shirts or like an Under Armour type shirt. And I was like, no, you're going to get dirty. I was like, you got to have something cool to just like cover up. So there've been a couple times I've gone to the grocery store in this thing. I feel very like, I don't know. You feel like you're doing something.
You feel like you're a business owner, right?
Well, that too, but you feel like you're a working person, like you're working with your hands, because they see you and they're like, okay, this dude's like a baker. He's doing something. He's cooking something. He's making something.
Well, it literally says smoothie, so I'm hoping they think you're, blending smoothies.
But you know what I'm saying? Like they see you and they're like, okay, this,
Yeah.
and you got stuff on it. And they're like, okay, this guy's kind of messy, but he's working.
Yeah.
And then these things have pockets. Like,
Oh, I didn't see the
I don't know if
pocket.
you can see the pocket.
Is that one pocket or two
There's
pockets?
2 pockets.
There's 2 pockets. Oh, you can put your phone in one.
You can put your phone. You can put pens.
You can put your mask in one side. There you go. Pens.
Boy, look at that.
Mints. Your keys.
Mints?
Your wallet.
Yeah. So like when I go to the grocery store, I'm just like, oh, where's my stuff? And I'm digging through my pockets. I'm like, oh, I forgot. It's like, bam. It's right here.
You're like a little kangaroo
So,
pouch.
yes, it's so cool. I do like it. It's so cool. Don't make fun of me.
I thought it was cute.
So before we get too deep into the show, we've already fallen off the deep end, but before we get too deep into the show, I do want to shout out some local people. So I'm going to shout out to, and it's a group of young people here in the great city of Terrell. Shout out to the varsity, what are they? The varsity cheerleaders. So here's this picture I'm going to show you guys.
Now, are these the varsity cheerleaders of what high school?
Terrell High School.
Terrell High School.
So this flag right here in front of our sign, these young people came by on Saturday, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to buy a flag?" And I'm like, "Do you want to buy a smoothie?" and they're like, "Well, we're not going to buy a smoothie if you don't buy a flag." And I'm like, "Ooh, I like that. Like, you're cutthroat." I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the one at the back left, behind the girl with the beanie. I think it was that one with the blue shirt that says "Rise." I think that was that one. But she when she said that, I was like, "Ooh, she's a salesperson." And I said, "You know what? I'm gonna buy a flag." I said, "I'm not even gonna make you buy a smoothie. I'm gonna buy a flag, but you're gonna take a picture in front of our building, and you're gonna post it on your social media, and I'm gonna post it on my social media." So I thought it was like, from like one hustler to another. I really respected that. I really like, you know, these young people. They're crafty, man.
Yeah, no fear.
So they had no fear. So I dig that about them. But they're raising money. They're going to a competition, a nationals competition in December. So these flags here cost $20, and all the proceeds go towards their trip.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I haven't had a chance to hang it yet, but I did want to give them a little shout out because I do appreciate that. But check it out, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's a flag. It's a Terrell T. It's a T.
That's
So
awesome.
let's see. Let's spread it open. You pull up. Well, there we go. Bam. Yeah, it's like a flag. So we'll hang this thing proudly. You know, you're supporting.
You look representing the local high school.
I just wanted to shout out to that because, like I said, I was like, you know, me, I'm a smart ass. So I'm like, oh, well, if you buy a smoothie, I'll buy a flag. And then it turned into like a standoff. I was like, ooh, these kids are harsh.
Well, I hope this will inspire or motivate maybe some other kids from Terrell High School to stop by, say hi, get a smoothie or some popcorn.
And come hustle me for something. They're like, well, we know if we play hardball with this guy, he'll respect it, and he's gonna. That's what it comes down to now. They're like, okay, we know how to get, like, some people you like pull on their heartstrings, and like for me, you have to like kind of pop me in the mouth, and it's like,
hey, if you give me a free smoothie, I'll bring like 5 other kids with me in here.
Exactly. Don't give them that idea. Then I have to give away a smoothie. I really do think that's how you pull at my heartstrings. You don't like.
You gotta play hardball with Sergio.
You don't give me the
guys.
sob story. You make me think of like young hustler me, and it's like, ooh, I got it. I get you. So that's going on. There's another thing before we start talking about what we really want to talk about tonight. So have you seen this thing about the headphones?
I have, and I didn't realize how big of a trend it was becoming. But for those who don't know what we're talking about, you know, most people we see today walking around with headphones, if you have wireless headphones, it's something like AirPods, right? So they're like the wireless Bluetooth AirPods. Mm-hmm. And people walk around with those in their ear, talk on the phone, listen to music, whatever. But not that long ago, those didn't exist. And people wore like the wired headphones with a wire going to each ear that you plugged into your phone or your iPod.
Bam.
Old school hard wires. Those
Yeah.
are making a comeback apparently.
Yeah, like big time.
Yeah, those are the scene now.
So apparently it's one of those things where the article I read was saying like you legitimately should think about buying headphones before the price goes up because there's going to be like a style demand for it.
Supply and demand. Did it release? That's
No,
crazy.
it did. It said that there's going to be like that it's like an uptrend, and apparently they say celebrities like looking normal. Like they like looking like, what's the word?
Poor.
Kind of, yeah. We'll say frugal. Mm-hmm. So they want to look more normal. They don't want to be like they're like, well, how can we be like everybody else? Or how can we separate? Okay, let's wear headphones.
But everyone has AirPods.
No, but they're saying like that's not cool anymore. Now you need to wear the wired ones. Even like the ones that Apple used to put in your phone that you have 14 of them that are now in the drawer somewhere. Sell them. Put them on Amazon. Put them on eBay.
That is a great idea. I know. I think I have probably 2 pairs that I never opened.
Brand new. Yeah.
You open one, and until they broke or fell apart
Which
or
they
stopped
never did.
working, which they never did, I didn't open the new one. So I think
No.
I have 2 unopened pairs.
They're still there, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's apparently that's a thing now, and they're saying that's going to be like one of the new fashion trends with mobile devices is that you're going to see people wearing the headphones, and you're going to see them wearing the cord, listening to their music. It's like that that they're actively doing something. Because right now you have people wearing the AirPods, and you don't really know if they're actually on a phone, like, or if they're listening to anything, if they just have them on. Mm-hmm. But really, for the most part, when you wear the headphones, like, you know they're doing something.
Yeah.
But then the other thing they're doing is that they're just wearing them like this. They're just wearing them around their neck like this. Like, that's a thing, apparently, to just wear, like, have it dangling off of you like a chain. That's a thing.
That'd be hard because I remember not that long ago, that was our only option. And when you did that, if you held your phone like too low, it would pull the headphones down off your neck. So you always had to have your phone like in this pocket or somewhere not that far away, like maybe your back pocket if the headphone cord was long enough.
Yeah.
Which mine never was because I have a long torso. So
But see, the other thing, so from an audio standpoint, sorry, I had to send you the voicemail, dude. So from an audio standpoint, you get better audio quality with the plugs when they're still plugged in. Mm-hmm. You get the best audio quality. Bluetooth is still not quite on that level. But so you get a better audio quality. And then it's just, I don't know, I guess it's just a better overall look, feel. I don't know.
I know that they're better in terms of, quality, like you mentioned, because they're going to last longer. Because the one thing I've read about AirPods, and this is actually why I have not purchased AirPods, is because the battery in AirPods dies kind of quick. And that happens in a lot of devices. Sometimes your iPhone battery wears out, your computer battery wears out. Instead of getting a new computer, you can just replace the battery. So you can do that in computers and phones. But you can't replace the battery in an AirPod because the batteries are so small and unique. It's so tiny. I don't even know if someone could do it by hand. I'm not quite sure. But if your battery dies in your AirPods, you have to buy brand new AirPods.
And you lose them.
Yep.
You can. I've known many of people that have lost them. The only downfall to the plug-in ones is that, like at the gym, they're still kind of a pain. Like at the gym, you can't really use. I mean, you can unless you're like you have a long enough cord. You can do most exercises, but every now and then you'll lose a headphone. It'll like fall off or something.
Yeah.
But that's it. I just wanted to mention that because I thought it was a funny article that they're saying it's coming back.
And then it's like a
thing.
Not a vintage trend, but like back in the day. And I'm like, you do realize this was just a few years ago. Not even 5 years ago we were doing this.
Yeah. No, the Apple will have like the retro, what are they going to call them? The retro earbuds or whatever. They're going to, I'm telling you, they're going to jack up the price on those things.
Oh, I'm sure. I would. They're
going to make a comeback and they're going to jack up the price.
Well, everything's rising in price right now with the inflation that's going on. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if that's what people decide to spend their money on.
But they say that you should buy it now before the price goes up. If that's something that you think you want to be a part of fashion trend-wise. Your corded headphones.
We're telling y'all now, if you want to be in style, go get those.
Now,
We're the fashion experts, obviously.
Now, I do want to point out that these headphones right here, these headphones I have owned since 2002, maybe 2003. These are Sony headphones. These are professional quality, like studio headphones. And I've owned these things for almost 20 years. And they still do the exact same thing that yours do.
Wow.
But they've
They look comfier than mine.
They're super comfy. Well, the padding, well, as you can see, like they're falling apart in their own right. These things are.
Well, I mean, this part's gonna fall apart because that's like foam, and there's nothing you can do about that. It's gonna deteriorate eventually. But if the quality of the sound, the actual speakers,
but like all of this
working.
used to be like a leathery thing, all this wore off a decade ago, at least. But I've never done anything with these things but wear them. That's all they are. Sony Dynamic Stereo headphones. Shout out to Sony.
These are JBLs, but I've only had them for about a year or two, year and a half.
But 20 years ago, these were like $125. You know how much $125 was 20 years ago?
A lot.
125 bucks is probably like $200.
Yeah.
250.
I remember when flash drives were first invented.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, when he was in school, back when he was probably in middle or high school, bought like a 1 gigabyte flash drive, like one of the very first flash drives to ever come out. They only held like a gigabyte of data. He spent $100 on it.
Ooh.
And now you can buy, 5 terabytes of like hard drives worth of like a hard drive, flash drive for $100. And you know how much a terabyte is, so.
Terabytes, is it 1,000 gigabytes?
It's a bunch.
Is it? Hold on, now I have to figure
A
that out.
terabyte is what you get when you just want to like download and save like dozens and dozens and maybe like 100 movies.
So 1 terabyte equals, I think it's 1,000. 1 terabyte equals 1,000 gigabytes. And you have a 5 terabytes? So, okay. We're talking about them terabytes. Not terabytes. Terabytes. Not terabytes.
Speaking of bites, do you want to talk about our main subject of the evening?
Yes, let's talk about.
And if you don't have a snack in front of you, I recommend go grabbing one from the kitchen because what we're about to talk about might make you a little hungry if you haven't eaten yet.
Mm-hmm. I haven't eaten yet, so.
Me neither.
I'm gonna be hungry.
Yeah, this is gonna be great.
Let's go. Let's get going.
Okay, so for tonight, since we are, 1 week away from the lovely holiday of Thanksgiving, we thought it might be fun to make a list of what each of us eat at Thanksgiving at our houses every year and talk about them, compare them, and see how similar and different they are.
So I think what we should do is that you should talk. You go one, and then I do the comparable on my side too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's do that.
Okay. So
We can see how we compare and contrast.
yeah, because like my family is very Midwestern. We're kind of like from that heritage, that part of the U.S. And you guys have a Hispanic background, so I'm very interested to see. I bet your food's really delicious.
It's just as delicious as you guys.
It's all right. Okay, let's go. All right, so obviously number 1 on my list is turkey. Turkey. And my family is pretty simple. We just roast it in the oven. Nothing special, nothing out of this world. No fancy like herbs or butters or oils or anything like that. Just roast in the oven. But I know a lot of people that smoke their turkeys, people that fry their turkeys, people that do the turduckens.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. But we just roast ours, but turkey, obviously.
Okay, so how many people come to your Thanksgiving?
It was always just my immediate family, so it was always just the 5 of us until all us kids grew up, and then once we had like significant others, we'd invite our significant others over, but that's it.
Okay, so you have a roast turkey, like an oven baked turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my family, there's me, my parents, and my siblings. There's 5 of us, and then obviously now we've got grandkids and all that. But we've had as few as like 6 people, and we've had as many as about 30 people at Thanksgiving. It just kind of varies. So in my house, my mother, as far as I can remember, makes food for like 50 people. She makes enough food that like we can like just go grab people off the street and we're still good. So we've always had a roasted turkey or baked turkey, and a smoked turkey. And then sometimes she'll throw in a fried turkey. Sometimes she'll throw in like an extra turkey. But we've always had at least 2. We've always had at least a roasted and a smoked. And the smoke is usually something that we buy that's like somebody else smokes it for us. But yeah, every now and then we'll throw in a fried turkey too. So that's one difference, is that we feed, like I said, whether there's like 6 of us or 60 of us, we have enough food for many people. And we have enough food for many people to take home for several days.
Many days.
Many days, yes. Yes. So the years that we've only had 6 or 7 of us, we've had turkey till like Christmas. I do remember that being little. It's like, we're going to have like turkey sandwiches, and we're going to have like this turkey, some eggs on your turkey like breakfast, and we're going to do like
You ate so much turkey, you thought you were going to turn into a turkey.
Here's a turkey quesadilla, here's a turkey enchilada, here's a turkey. I do recall, and I'm probably being a smart ass in regards to the different meals, but yes, I do recall lots of turkey when I was little and we didn't have big showings.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
So that's turkey. Now what?
All right, number 2 on my list. The next most important item to me is stuffing. And when I say stuffing, I mean stuffing because my mom is pretty cool because she'll actually stuff it into the bird as it's cooking in the oven.
So you mean dressing?
Stuffing.
Dressing.
Stuffing.
So, okay.
Stuffing. She stuffs it. She stuffs it in there.
I'm just going to pull this up because there's stuffing versus dressing.
There's a difference.
So, I don't think I've ever had stuffing.
Your mom makes 3 turkeys a year and she doesn't stuff any of them.
No, it's dressing.
You should ask her to stuff them. Sergio's mom, if you're watching this, I don't doubt your cooking skills. I know your food's delicious. But think about considering stuffing your roasted turkey this year.
Now she does get some of the whatever from the, whatever that little pack is of the turkey that you pull out, like the neck and all that.
Yeah.
She'll make like a gravy with that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So and then that's the gravy that we'll use on top of it. But no, it's like on the left you have stuffing because it's stuffed in the turkey, and on the right you have dressing. I've as long as I can remember, we've had dressing. Now we have at least one large pan of dressing, but I think sometimes 2. And then there is honorable mention for my sister's stuffing. My sister doesn't like onions. Shout out to Marcy. And for as long as I can remember, my mom has made this little pan, the world's smallest, like little glass pan, like that's this big, this little itty bitty pan, and it is just for my sister that doesn't have any onions in it. And the running joke every year is that mom forgot. And she's like, no, like she would never forget me. And it's just like this little single person dressing. Mm-hmm. And one year she did Thanksgiving at her house. And that one year we're all eating it and we're like, this is good. It tastes just like mom's, but we're missing something. Like what is in the whole time? We're like, what is not in this meal? What is not in this dressing? She's like, onions? Duh, I don't eat onions. And that's the only time
I love how you guys could all taste it, that it was missing.
We all knew something, like we knew it tasted really close to mom's, but we didn't know what was missing. But we knew something wasn't there. So all I know is that if my sister ever does it again, it's not going to have onions in it. And again, it's this little bitty pan like this. It's like this big. Just this little single serving of.
But that's really, really sweet of your mom.
She makes that for her every year.
Aw.
Everybody.
That's a good mama.
Grandkids, aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody eats the other one. One person gets this little individual pan. Just like to point that out.
Okay. I think it's sweet.
I mean, I'm sure it is, but.
All right, moving on to number 3. Next on my list is another kind of traditional dish, but we have green bean casserole. Gotta have those green beans.
We have that.
Yeah.
That got introduced recently.
Oh, okay.
That's not something that was always in the repertoire. Myrna added it when Myrna came along, like 8 years ago, 9 years ago now. Yeah, she brought it. It's a part of her family, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna bring this, and it's like, what is this? Like I remember, like the first year, like, what is this? It's like, I don't know if we're gonna touch that. And now it's like, Myrna, are you gonna bring the green bean casserole? Like, that first year they're just like, what is this crap? Nobody's gonna eat this. And then
I had a Friendsgiving. It was the Thanksgiving right before COVID shut down, so it was safe. But I went to a Friendsgiving and I took green bean casserole, and it was so good.
Do you do the little French onion thing on top? Mm-hmm. Those are so good.
Mm-hmm. And I had bacon in mine, and I cooked like real mushrooms and added those in, caramelized onions. Like, mine was good. And I put the French fried onions on top.
Them onions set it off. Mm-hmm. Just like.
It's like chips on top of your casserole.
It's like a Funyun on top of your casserole.
Yeah.
So we got one. We got one that we're.
Ding, ding, ding. Woo! Go green beans.
Do we have that? No.
No. I don't. No, we don't have a. Yeah, we don't have a cheering. No.
We don't have the applause one. Okay.
Okay, moving on. Number 4, potatoes. We're pretty plain at my house. All we do is boil them. We do not mash them. We do not bake them. We do not fry them. We literally just boil them, and that's it.
What do you put on them?
Butter.
So it's just like, do you skin
Salt.
them? Do you skin them?
Yeah, my mom, we skin them and she cuts them into like pieces, but we just boil them.
Oh, throw a little salt and pepper and some
Salt and
butter.
pepper, some butter. That's it. And my mom will make gravy with the turkey, and we normally just put the gravy on top of the
Okay.
potatoes, but nothing special. The potatoes are just they're just there to help. Like it's not taking away from the rest of what's on your plate. It's just there to help, take up space.
So it's like the Tito Jackson, the
Who?
Jackson 5. You don't know Tito Jackson. One of the dudes from One Direction that you don't know his name, he'd be that dude.
Okay,
Trying to give you the modern.
gotcha.
So
They're just there.
there's Harry, who's the other one that made it big?
Zane.
There's Zayn, and there's like 3 others.
Yeah.
Okay, so the potatoes are one of those guys.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're old enough to know the Jackson 5, it's the Tito Jackson or the Jermaine. But if you're younger, it would be somebody that's not Zayn or Harry Styles in One Direction. That's what her potatoes are. So we have potato salad.
Oh, okay.
We make potato salad. That seems like a really summery thing, but we have a potato salad. My mom makes really good potato salad. It's like a mustardy one. We have a lot, and like I'm telling you, when we make sides, think of how much turkey she makes. So the sides are made in like these, like they're served in like these big like bowls that are like
Like
you would,
buffet.
like you would take it to a
size.
wedding.
Yeah.
You know,
Catering.
like when you do like a potluck for like 42 people. That's like the kind of container we would carry.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we have. That's what as far as potatoes, that's all we have. Yeah, we have there's no other potato, no mashed potatoes.
They're very filling, so you can't really have too many.
Yeah, but we don't have. I know some people do mashed potatoes and gravy. We don't have that. That element is the potato salad.
Okay.
So
I'm glad I'm not the only one who doesn't have mashed potatoes. That's what I thought everyone else did.
Myrna does. I believe Myrna does, but we don't. So
All right, moving on. Sweet potatoes. So sweet potatoes can be cooked in a lot of different ways. I think a lot of people eat them differently. My mom makes like her own version of like a sweet potato dish. I don't really know what to call it. It's not a casserole. It's not a pie. It's not like just a sweet potato bake that you cut open and put stuff in. I don't really know what to call it because she cooks it with like cream and like brown sugar. So it is a sweet.
does she do like marshmallows and all that?
She has the marshmallows on top, but it's really like soupy. So it's like, to me, I always picture it as like sweet potato soup. And I think it has too much sugar in it for my taste. So I really don't eat it every year. But I think if it wasn't so sugary, it'd be good. Because I do like sweet potatoes. And sweet potatoes are sweet themselves. And they're really good for you. And I think they're perfect for Thanksgiving.
They are.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were good for you.
Oh my God. Sweet potatoes are so good for you.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not when you like throw marshmallows and sugar and cream on top of
Yeah,
them.
that's the only way I know them. So I'm like, I don't know that they're good.
Yeah, just regular sweet potatoes are good for you. They're good for your pets. Like if you feed them to your dog.
You can feed them to your dog?
Yeah, dogs love sweet potatoes. It's really good for them.
Toby would eat sweet potatoes?
Yeah. I bet if you like took a sweet potato and like cooked it and mashed it up, he would eat all of it. You can make like sweet potato like popsicles
I'm not
and.
cooking anything for that dog.
Aww.
He's a Yorkie. He's a Yorkie. He's spoiled anyways. So, sweet potatoes would get pushed back to dessert for us. That would be a pie. That's the only sweet potato in our house is a pie.
Okay.
So you win on that one. It's not really a competition, but
No.
I mean, in my head, we're like competing. It's like
Okay.
check mark for her, check mark for me.
Well, I think you're going to get this next check mark. So there's a dish my mom makes at our house. So I don't know what to call it. We call it at my house green salad, but it's not salad. So my mom is Midwestern. My parents are Midwestern. And I feel like Midwestern people call things that aren't salads still salads. But she makes this green salad, even though there's no vegetables in it. But it's green.
It's a green salad.
It's a green salad, but there's no vegetables in it.
I love it. It's a green salad with no vegetables.
And I've never heard of anybody eating something like this ever outside of my house.
I love it.
But my mom loves it, and I'm glad she likes it, and she can make it. I just don't eat it because it's not my thing. But it's made with cottage cheese.
What?
Yeah, it's made with cottage cheese, and then she puts like crushed pineapple in it. So it's kind of like a fruity, like a fruit salad. I guess you could call it a cheesy fruit salad. And then she adds like green gelatin, a package of green gelatin in it that's lime flavored. So it's like this limey pineapple sweet, like, I guess, side dish. Because cottage cheese doesn't really have a flavor, right? I mean, when you eat cottage cheese, it's just, there's no flavor there. So cottage cheese can be savory or sweet. I do agree with that. It's just not my thing. And if anyone has any idea what I'm talking about, and there is a name for this salad, please message us the name so I can know what this is, because my whole life I thought my mom made this up, but apparently this is a real thing, even though nobody down here in Texas eats it. But who in the Midwest is eating this? I want to know.
But what's it? I still want to know what's it called. Like, what are we calling this?
My
thing?
mom calls it green salad.
But there's no
lettuce or vegetables of any kind. It's cottage cheese, pineapples, and gelatin mix in it. And I don't. I think there's marshmallows in it. She puts marshmallows in it.
Oh, so it's like a.
I know there's a salad out there.
It's like a fruit salad.
I guess you can call it a fruit salad. Have you heard of that salad that's like Snickers and whipped cream and marshmallows mixed together?
Myrna makes one called a Bart Simpson pie, and it's a Butterfinger with whipped cream or cream cheese or something.
Oh yeah, this has whipped cream in it too.
It's probably more. Does it have fruit of any kind?
It has crushed pineapple in it.
Okay, then it's like a fruit salad.
But the main ingredient is cottage cheese.
Okay, so my mom makes one. I don't know if it's. I don't know No, Cool Whip.
Yeah.
It's got Cool Whip. It's got, and it's like the canned fruit. So it's like the canned tropical fruit, and it's also got pecans in it. She puts pecans in it, and the pineapples, marshmallows. But we call it a fruit salad. You know, it does have fruit in it.
Yeah. So I guess like you would consider that fruit salad.
But it's not a salad. Again, it's not.
I think it's a Midwestern thing. They call things salads that aren't salads.
Well, I don't know where we got the name salad from because it's not.
I think salad is just a mixture of a bunch of stuff, you know. But
so the term salad might be.
Maybe let's. Why don't we
like,
Google the term salad?
Like salad might mean like a mosh posh of things.
Yeah, like I'm thinking it just means like mixed together, thrown together, eaten together.
Like now we have to look up salad.
What exactly is a salad? Merriam-Webster Dictionary tells us that a salad is any of the various, usually cold dishes, including raw greens, vegetables, and toppings. It's served with dressing or small pieces of food, usually mixed with a dressing or set in gelatin.
Okay.
So it went from a traditional vegetable leafy salad to gelatin. I don't know. I think everyone at their house has like that one dish that their family makes and eats that nobody else makes and eats. So that's ours.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That might be our fruit salad. So, okay. So we got that one. We don't have a salad. We do a pasta salad. We've incorporated the pasta. I think some years we do the pasta salad. That would be our salad.
Yeah. Again, not technically salad because it's not really vegetables. It's pasta, but it's cold, right?
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's got pasta and it's got olives. Olives a vegetable, isn't it?
Yeah, you're stretching it, but sure.
Pasta salad.
Yeah. But don't olives have seeds and that makes it a fruit?
Google is salad is an olive a fruit?
Y'all can Google that on your own. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so this is another thing that I think everyone eats but wish they had something better. But we have cranberries at our house every year. But we just eat the can of the cranberry jelly from the store. That's all we have.
We do too. You just slice it.
You gotta like try to get it out in like one piece,
yeah,
and then you slice it. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you're a kid, that's the one task that they'll let you do. That's the only task they'll let you do.
Cut the cranberry jelly.
You gotta pour the cranberry, and that's like a task in itself because sometimes you're just like beating the can to get it to come out. Yeah, then you just cut it. And you know the cool thing about that is like you just put them in the fridge. It's like, hey, we need more cranberry sauce.
Yep.
Let's go grab it. Well, guess what? 6 weeks later, when you're still eating leftover turkey, you got some still in the fridge.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if it goes bad. It takes forever that stuff to go bad.
I think it's the same. I think they just created one batch like 100 years ago, and it's kind of like a fruitcake. They created it 100 years ago, and it's just the same batch that's been recycled over the years.
See, I prefer actual cranberry sauce made with like real cranberries in it and like orange and cinnamon, and I put bourbon in mine, and that's what I prefer because I cook it myself, but my family's pretty traditional and just likes to get the jelly.
Who puts bourbon in it?
I do. It
And
makes it better.
Hold on. One, who puts bourbon in it? And two, who calls the jelly can traditional? You said my parents like the traditional cranberries. Traditional cranberries are not in it.
Oh, well, maybe I call it that because that's what I've had my whole life.
Kids born in the 80s and 90s.
Okay. Also, when I make my cranberry sauce, you do cook it on the stove. So when I put bourbon in it, the bourbon does cook out, and you just have the flavor, and it's really good.
We'll have to try that.
Yeah, I'll give you the recipe I use. It's
So
great.
we're both, give me high five. We're both on the
Jelly cranberry.
jelly can,
Oh, yeah.
the ocean spray.
All right. Next on the list, very simple dinner rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Ours are just like, I guess, what is it? Just like a white dinner roll, not wheat, not grain, not pumpernickel, anything crazy.
So yeah, we'll go. Sometimes we'll just buy like the rolls, like the ones you just throw in the oven to kind of like rise
Yeah,
up.
that's what we get.
But then sometimes we'll go to some of the local restaurants, like the barbecue places, and we'll like order like a pan of. We'll order like a pan of their rolls, like again, we do everything big. So it's like we're gonna get a big pan of rolls.
Catering size worth of rolls.
Yes, I need
yeah.
a catering size order of rolls. I need 50 or 100. We look like what's the place? Spring Creek Barbecue.
Yes.
Where you're
those
just
are
walking
so
around.
good.
Would you like rolls? Would you like rolls? That's how we look.
My mom wanted that to be my first job, is to be the bread girl at Spring Creek
Dude, those things are so
Barbecue.
good. Those rolls are so good.
And those are great because whatever is left over, you can use those as like sandwich bread and have like little mini turkey sandwich sliders.
That's a good idea.
I'm just full of good ideas.
God, we're getting hungry now.
We're almost done. I got 2 left. Okay. So along with like the main stuff at my dinner table.
This is the one I'm the most perplexed by the way.
Okay. We have like just some various little like I guess you call them like finger foods. It's mostly just like veggie sticks. So we normally have things like celery sticks, carrots. My mom will have olives. Sometimes we have nuts. Like little pickles, stuff you would kind of have like on the vegetables you would find on a charcuterie board, but just the vegetables. Like we don't have the cheese or the meats or the crackers.
So at my mom's house, we don't have any kind of appetizers. It's just like, let's just get here and eat.
Yeah.
And like when you said veggie sticks, I'm like, what are we eating? Wings? Like what? No, we don't have veggie sticks. This isn't kindergarten. There's no veggie sticks. Not at our house. Now, well, my mom and dad's house. At our house, mine and Myrna's, on Myrna's side of the family, yeah, they'll do like a charcuterie board. Mm-hmm. They'll do like they're real big on appetizers. They're Myrna and her side of the family are real big on like the presentation and making it look good. I'll give them credit for that. My side is all like functional, like we're here to eat. Mm-hmm. We don't care what it looks like.
As long as it tastes good.
It looks good. It always looks good. Don't get me wrong, but nobody's ever like, oh, I just don't like the outlay of that plate there. It's just like, no, just shovel it on in there, sucker. Uh-oh. Did we crash? Okay, let's keep on going.
Alrighty. So last but not least, on my list is kind of what we eat after our main meal, and it's dessert. And we have apple and pumpkin pie every year.
And
they're store-bought. We don't make them from scratch, but we get a pumpkin and apple pie every year. Because my mom doesn't like pumpkin pie, so she gets an apple pie that she can eat. And we don't eat them right after we eat our turkey and everything, because we're always like full. Mm-hmm. So we eat like lunchtime. So after we eat, we'll watch the Cowboys game, because that's on every year. And we typically eat the pie during halftime or sometime during the second half, once our stomachs have kind of.
So you eat during the Detroit game because that game always sucks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Like right after the parades.
Yeah, that's how we usually do like an 11, 12
Yeah.
o'clock thing. We've tried later in the day, and then we realize it screws up with the Cowboy game. And it's just like, it's always got to be before the Cowboy game. Like the actual meal We have to be done with that meal before the Cowboy game.
Yeah, because you need your full attention on the Cowboy game.
So, okay, I was saying because your list is much smaller than our list. So let's start with
when you're feeding 50 people.
So we have multiple pies. So we have at least 3 pecan pies.
Why 3?
I mean, sometimes it's 2, but I'm saying we usually have.
Oh, just because you go through that much.
We have multiple.
Oh.
We have multiple pecan pies. We have multiple sweet potato pies. We have the fruit salad. Myrna has started doing this little Bart Simpson pie, which the Bart Simpson pie is, which Bart Simpson likes Butterfingers. So it's like a layer of Butterfingers with like, I don't know, cream cheese, whipped cream, something on top, and then it's like crumbled Butterfingers. It's like it'll give you like a sugar rush. It's
Like
it hurts.
diabetes?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
diabetes in a thing. So we have that. What other desserts do we have? We have an apple pie. I think they've started incorporating apple pie.
Any cookies, brownies?
Sure. Yeah, there's other stuff.
Okay.
I'm sure there is. But I know those things are always in there. But yeah, like we always make enough to where there's like tons of leftovers. And you're eating that pie. Like we go to a place called Santaland every year. And Santaland is like a drive-through Christmas thing. So we usually go Thanksgiving night after the game. We'll all go together as like a family, and we'll kind of pile up in one big truck, and like everybody's just like hanging out of the back for dear life, and we're driving through this wooded area and seeing all the lights and stuff. That's just kind of our thing now. So like everybody will come back and they'll eat leftover turkey and they'll hit the desserts again, and that's another thing. When we do that, my mom makes homemade hot chocolate, like a Mexican style hot chocolate, which is like more of a dark chocolate, and she makes her own cookies, like a sugar cookie. So we have that, like cinnamon sugar coated cookies. So we have that. One more thing that we do have that you guys probably don't have. We do charro beans.
We do not make those.
We have charro beans. That's a part of our meal. That's probably as ethnic as we get is the charro beans.
I love charro beans.
They're really good. Like
They're so good.
And like it's a whole bowl. Like it's a side of its own. Like not a little bowl. It's like a bowl.
It's pretty
charro
hearty
beans.
serving.
Yeah. So I mean, when we eat, we eat. But it's one of those things where this year we're doing Wednesday night at Myrna's side, at our house, and we're gonna do Thursday afternoon at my mom and dad's side. In years past, it has literally been like 11 a.m. at one place, and then like 3 p.m. at the other. And by the time you get to Santaland, you're just like, I'm gonna die.
Because you want to go into a food coma.
You've been in a food coma. You literally went to the second meal in a food coma. You know, and it's like it doesn't matter how you slice it. But the funny thing is, you always make room. You're like, I can't eat another bite. I just ate this an hour ago at the other place. And they're like, I just want a little something. And before you know it, you're just like, I forgot how good mom's turkey is. I forgot how good these beans are. It's like, I forgot how good all this was. And I forgot I just ate 45 minutes ago.
There's a will, there's a way.
I mean, that whole thing where they say like the statistics on how like that you eat so much that day, like mine is twice that. Whatever the normal human being eats, I guarantee you in my family, like especially me going from one to another, I guarantee you it's like 3 times the normal intake of a normal human being on Thanksgiving. I'm like, I feel so horrible like as a human being after I'm done with that.
Have the Tums in your pocket when you go, just a heads up. Have them ready.
I don't know, Tums.
I don't know, Pepto-Bismol, what do you take?
Do y'all drink?
Not at my parents' house, but at my in-laws. So my in-law, I'm not big on cooking yet. I don't have recipes or stuff that I have tried to cook. So I'm not cooking turkey and all that and hosting Thanksgiving at my house yet. But I'm going to my in-laws, and I think I'm going to make sangria.
Ooh.
But I'm going to make it's like a apple cider based sangria. So it's going to be apple based with apples and apple cider, white wine, ginger beer. It looks really good.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll just drink beer, and they'll do margaritas and stuff. You know, wine. Mm-hmm. It's like a thing. It's a whole thing. It's great though. I mean, it's a good time of year to get together and hang out with your family. You know, you don't get, as you get older, and especially when you get closer to my age, it's like it's few and far between. Mm-hmm. Then it really does turn into like Thanksgiving, Christmas, maybe. Sometimes I think Thanksgiving we get more together than we do on Christmas. Because, I don't know, it's just a different vibe.
Traveling can be harder around Christmas because the weather is a little worse, you know. Sometimes it's harder for people to travel, or, you know, some people can't get off work, and with the pandemic, some people probably can't take vacations, and, you know, it's a thing. But yeah, I think Thanksgiving is, and also, you know, not everyone celebrates Christmas. So as an American, most people celebrate Thanksgiving because it's not technically a religious holiday. But not everyone celebrates Christmas either. So it's like, if you don't celebrate Christmas, like if that's not your religion, why would your family get together if you're not celebrating another holiday around that time?
Now, the one holiday that I am sad about that's slowly starting to fade away because of the internet is Black Friday. Black Friday's a holiday. But
It is.
But it's not quite, though. Now it's like Black November.
Yeah.
I think it's starting to.
It's great.
It's starting to trickle into Black October.
I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I know it makes you sad. It makes me happy because my mom used to work in retail, and I used to see her working Black Fridays before Black Friday was a big thing online and everyone shopped online. This is, 10, 15 years ago, and people still went to the store to buy stuff. And oh my God, what a crap show. Like, oh my God, like these people are shopping for their lives. Like if they don't buy this Christmas tree on Black Friday, it's like their life is going to end. Like they'll be killed.
If I don't get this Christmas tree, this 7-foot Christmas tree discounted 85% off,
it's the end of the world.
it's the end of the world.
Yeah, like I'm going to die. And like waiting in line at Target for open, and all the people getting trampled, like running into Target, and all the people running into Home Goods to get all the already done stuff just so they can go out and resell it themselves. Like it's dumb. So I love that you can get Black Friday deals all month long because you have more time to shop.
Like I said, you can get Black Friday deals in October now.
Yeah.
So my very small story of Black Friday. I worked at Walmart in high school. And I remember, like, whatever shift I worked, we came in later. We came in, like, after the 6 a.m., 5 a.m. rush, whatever. It was like 9, 10 in the morning. And they're like, oh, you missed the TV falling on somebody. And this was back when they had the big screen TVs, like the really big cabinet ones that weighed 100 pounds. And apparently some people were fighting over something, and they toppled over this TV on some lady, and like an ambulance came. Yeah.
I bet the store had to pay her money.
That's how Black Friday used to be here.
Yeah.
Now Black Friday in Terrell is still kind of like that. We're a small town, get a little crazy out here.
Have you started any of your Christmas shopping?
No, actually, this is the one time that I haven't.
I think I haven't either, and I need to.
I play Santa Claus for my mom. Like I'm the one that buys all the gifts for all the family, and I've been doing that since I was like 15. So that's how I know about Black Friday, because my mom would be like, "Here, I'm going to take you to the mall, and I'm going to give you a bunch of money." Back then it was cash, and go buy these things. And that's when we were looking at like the newspaper. It's like, oh, they got this on sale. We're going to go to Walmart, and we're going to go to Target, and we're going to go to Home Depot. And over the years, it's turned into like, now it's just like, mom's like, here's the card. Just bring it back when you're done. Now it's all digital. It's like she can look at her statement online. She can see when all the damage is done. But this year I haven't started yet. Usually by now I've already done like half of it.
I need to start.
Well, they're saying, let's not get too far into it because we still got to celebrate Thanksgiving. But they're saying that
It's more of like a supply and demand.
they're saying if
thing.
you don't buy your stuff early, that you're gonna be up S Creek.
Not that I'm going to be buying a whole bunch of gifts, but having a house and all this stuff, we do live on a budget. So I'm going to be able to get gifts for everybody, but it's not like I can get every person 10 gifts. Most people, I think, combined, will get everybody 1 to 2 gifts, at least on both of our sides of the family. And we're not asking for a bunch either. I think there's one thing we're asking for, and that's it. And hopefully everything I get will be in stock, but I should probably start shopping. I think toys are the big thing that's going to...
Toys are a shortage.
Yeah, there's a shortage of toys because all those toys come from China. Like, let's be honest. How many of those are made in the U.S.? Like, none. None of them. And with the logistics being a nightmare right now, I think that's what's going to go is the toys. That's what they're saying. Toys and probably, like, some big-name electronics.
Hey, go ahead and reach out into the clearance bin, get you some corded headphones.
Yeah.
Your family's going to
turn around and resell them on eBay.
Your family's going to think you're giving them cheap presents, but then in 6 months when it's a trend, they're going to be like, oh, man, he was on to something. Uncle Sergio, I thought he was being a cheap ass.
Or even if they still don't want them, tell them to just turn around and sell them on the internet.
In 6 months, they'll be a thing. By next summer, it'll be a thing.
Oh, yeah.
You make triple your money. So, all right. I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I missed any food. If I did, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, but that's all I think we cook every year.
I'm hungry.
Well, you do have, a bajillion bags of popcorn around you.
I do have
some delicious popcorn.
A bajillion bags of popcorn. I got smoothies, but I'm like, I need like a turkey. I can't wait 7 days to have my turkey. 7 days.
I mean,
well, I only have to wait 6 because I'm gonna have mine Wednesday.
Yeah, you could have some chicken.
See, and that's the cool thing about this year is I get turkey on Wednesday, and I get to like let it all settle and like sleep good, and then I wake up the next day and I get to have it again on Thursday. That's pretty awesome.
We got a message from Young Ideas, and they said if you Google smart home products, they got you covered.
Oh, shout out to Gary at Young Ideas. We're gonna wrap it up talking about Gary at Young Ideas. He's got you covered with Dish Network and all of his Google products. Thanks, Gary, for sponsoring us all these years. He's right here on the. Oh, he's not on there anymore. Your logo came off, brother. I'm sorry. So
it was there for most of the show.
Shout out to Young Ideas. Yeah, sorry, man. Young Ideas. Shout out to Wavespace Audio for the music, and shout out to Popcornology for us being here, having us with a nice little home here.
And shout out to everyone for joining us tonight.
Yes.
And messaging us. I tried to keep up with the messages, so don't be afraid to ask us questions. Send us links to articles. If there's certain stuff you want us to feature or talk about, we would love to hear y'all's input. And if you do something cool, or like if you're an artist, a photographer, a musician, a sports player, and you're in the area, or even the Dallas DFW Metroplex area, if you want to come on down here and be on our show, just give us a call. Message us on Facebook, whatever. We would love to have you here.
Okay, for the last couple seconds, I had to add Gary at the bottom. So Young Ideas contact numbers down there at the bottom, 903-560-9150. Am I reading that right? Yeah, 903-560-9150. I'm like doing this crap. Yeah, if you guys do something cool and you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, come check us out. Hit us up on Facebook. And, we'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah, we promote you. You promote us. That's a win-win.
We all win. That's how these flags people are going to make more money because I promoted them. So that's going to wrap us up, man. On behalf of myself and Miss Kate here.
Yeah. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're off next week.
Yes.
Yep.
No
for obvious reasons.
No work.
Yep.
All
but
right,
we will be back the following week.
That's what they all say. All right, guys. Later.
Peace.